We are Davey and Sky, and in this video we're going to be exploring our home province of Nova Scotia, sharing everything to do with Tidal Bay wine.
What is Tidal Bay wine, you may ask? Well, it is Nova Scotia's signature wine, and if you love wine, then it's a must try. Officially launched in June 2012, Tidal Bay is the first wine appellation for Nova Scotia and one of a kind for North America. The very essence of Nova Scotia in a glass, Tidal Bay wine is influenced by the cool climate and coastal breezes of the province, creating a cool, crisp, lively, fresh, and aromatic white wine. Made with 100% Nova Scotia grown grapes, it pairs perfectly with fresh local seafood and reflects the terroir and coastal breezes of the province. France has its Bordeaux and Champagne, Italy has Chianti, California has Chardonnay, and here in Nova Scotia, we have our signature, Tidal Bay. Although Tidal Bay wines must follow the same set of standards, each wine is slightly different and wineries get to express their individuality. Right now in Nova Scotia, there are actually 14 different wineries that make a Tidal Bay, and we're going to take you along with us as we share each and every one through vineyard visits, wine tours, and unique experiences too. Let's go!
Starting off our week in Nova Scotia's wine country, we're in the Annapolis Valley, and this is our first stop, Planters Ridge.
This place is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, the views, like immediately when you walk up, and there's so many different places that you can see, and it overlooks Port Williams. I think we have just stumbled on a hidden gem, and this is our first winery of the trip. So Planters Ridge is based out of this 156-year-old renovated barn, and it's absolutely stunning. And they have this patio area where you can look out over the vineyard and enjoy a nice refreshing glass of wine. And they have a full menu of things to enjoy too, so lots of different like snacky options. We went with the charcuterie board, lots of local ingredients on the charcuterie board. They try to make as much of the things that they can or source locally. And we went with apparently their famous seafood chowder, which is paired perfectly with the Tidal Bay wine. Now at this winery you can get a little tasting flight, or you can get a glass of a bunch of different wines that they have. The server just brought the bottle over for us too for some photo ops, but this is their 2022 vintage, and they're super nice here, and they gave us lots of different tips and pointers on the wine and its tasting as well. So again, Tidal Bay is all Tidal Bay, but each winery does it a little different. This is the third driest vintage of all of the Tidal Bays that are created here in Nova Scotia. They use 6 different grapes in this Tidal Bay. They're the only winery to use Frontenac, what was it? Frontenac Blanc grape in this one too, so it gives it quite a tropical taste. It's super refreshing smelling. Lovely. Oh my gosh, this is so lovely, and I've not even started to eat the seafood chowder yet, so this is gonna go super well together. I just can't get over this view, honestly. Like, spectacular.
That's so good. They put smoked salmon in here. I don't think I've tried that before, had that before.
They wanted to make sure that it was still pescatarian, but a lot of chowders, people are used to having bacon in it, but they didn't want to put bacon in it, so why not throw some smoked salmon in there? I think that's genius. That is so cool.
2 seconds down the road, we're at another winery.
Yes.
1635.
1365. I've like repeated the name to him numerous times. 1365 Church Street Vineyard and Winery. We are bringing you this tour throughout the month of September, which means that the grapes are very much almost ready to be harvested, and the birds are trying to eat them on us. So a lot of the wineries will have this netting wrapped all around all of their vineyards, because you can see it right through there, because they're basically very juicy and ready to be picked, and the birds know it. And what was the woman that she told? Sparlings will get in there and they could eat like acres and acres in a day alone. So these netting, as much as we wish they weren't on, they are our friends.
And then we have our 22 this year, which is our driest one to date, with a little bit of fruity notes in it. It's nice. Really quite lovely. It's fresh, awesome. Right?
We are keeping with our Tidal Bay theme, so of course we have a little sampler here of some Tidal Bay, and we're enjoying it out on their deck area. This is their driest Tidal Bay to date, the 2022 vintage, and it's definitely very dry, very crisp. Some like floral, aromatic. It's very fruity and refreshing, and it is perfect out here in the sunshine. Our third winery of this Tidal Bay tour is Domaine de Grand Pré. They are actually the first farm winery in all of Atlantic Canada, and we are going to try a glass of their Tidal Bay.
Our Tidal Bay has been the same 5 grapes ever since the first year, which is unusual. Most of the wineries actually vary what goes in it each year. So ours is Lacadie Blanc, of course, the signature grape of Nova Scotia and most planted grape in the province. Ortega, Céval Blanc, Vidal Blanc, and a little bit of Muscat for that floral nose that you could get on the Tidal Bay. Yeah. In terms of sweetness, about in the middle of the different Tidal Bays this year. There's 14, so some are much drier than ours, some are much sweeter. Ours lands about in the middle with several others.
Perfect middle.
Perfect middle. Exactly, the sweet spot.
Grand Prairie also has a restaurant and an inn here, which we've stayed at before and ate at before. The restaurant is so nice. They have this amazing sitting area. We're just gonna do a little tasting tonight and then eat somewhere else. We're actually coming back, but more on that later.
How nice is this spot though?
This is beautiful. Do you have a favorite so far?
I think Planter's Ridge has been my favorite so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I think this is the second.
There you go.
It's tough because there's gonna be so many.
So they have a whole patio and tasting room area, both indoor and outdoor, but you can also enjoy your glass of wine out in the, what do you call it?
Courtyard.
Courtyard. That's a blooper.
We just checked into this cute little hotel, the Evangeline. It's just down from Grand Prairie. They also have an on-site restaurant called the Longfellows, so I'm gonna go meet Skylar there now.
You would think.
This is so pretty.
I didn't even realize this was here. Checked in, we were like, oh, let's go grab dinner at that restaurant right there. Stunning spot, oh my gosh. Dinner is served. We went with the Longfellow burger with their truffle fries and, keeping on the truffle trade, a truffle mushroom pasta. This looks incredible. A little garlic stick there to go with it.
This burger is so good. So good. What's your pasta?
We're splitting it. Like half the burger's mine, half the pasta's his. But the pasta is also really, really good. Dinner was amazing. We just hopped back over the street to Grand Prairie Winery and we are going to be going on a Grapely Ghost Walk with Valley Ghost Tours. It's gonna be great. They're like a family-friendly tour company that gives historical ghost walk tours all around the Wolfville and Annapolis Valley areas, and we have done their tour before, but this one's extra special because it's in a winery. I'm too excited to talk.
Did anyone come here tonight expecting to be scared half out of their wits? Well, you came on the wrong ghost walk. It clearly indicates on all of our rack cards these are 2-hour family-friendly historical productions, so what you see is kind of what you get. And are you enjoying yourselves thus far, at least? Yeah. Excellent. Started in 2012 with 6 wineries participating. This year, now, in 2023, 14 wineries are participating. You don't have to make a Tidal Bay, but if you want to, you have to be a member of the Wine Association. Specific specs that your wine has to adhere to. 100% Nova Scotian grape. It has to pair well with seafood. It can be no more than 11% alcohol.
Oh, so you've come looking for a hanging, have you? Well, you're a little bit too late and you're a little bit too far down the road.
Now, Thomas Mosier was a shipbuilder over in Avondale, and he had ordered some timbers from the Salters lumber mill in Upper Falmouth. The storm was still raging, and there was a wedding going on nearby, so there was music and laughter.
Mr. Gravekeeper, sir, you know you can't get blood from a stone.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You do know the early bird gets the worm, man.
I've heard that too. This is Jerome's favorite, by the way. I love it. This is called the Pond Door Cream Liqueur. Go well, everyone. Go well.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's great.
That was amazing. I did not expect to get to try so many different wines. I think we tried everything. We had so many tastings throughout the walk and got to listen to a lot of different stories. But we're not going to give too much away.
Yeah, we don't want to give too much away, but thank you so much to Jerome the Gravekeeper for being entertaining as always. If you want to check out Valley Ghost Walks, you definitely should if you're in the area, and be sure to look out for the special events like this one, the Ghostly Grape Walk, or Grapely Ghost Walk. It was so much fun. It was extra spooky because the time of year it's a little darker, a little earlier, and walking through the vineyard and with the grapevines all around us, and there were so many different ghost actors that came out to
They were so sneaky about it.
Tell their tales, and trying all of the different wines as well. And Grand Prairie was amazing hosts as always, and it was just a really, really fun and unique night, incorporating some wine still, because we're keeping with the wine theme, but with a really unique experience. It just goes to show how much you can see and do when it comes to wine around Nova Scotia. Who knew you could go on a ghostly one, a ghostly tour?
Good morning. We had an amazing little misty sunrise this morning at our hotel, And first stop today is Lacadie Vineyard.
Lacadie Vineyards is named after the rich farming history here in the Gaspereux Valley, and it's family owned and operated. They're well known for their award-winning organic and vegan sparkling wines. I believe they're actually the birthplace of sparkling wine in Nova Scotia, and it's this beautiful 30-acre property here. They have tons of different vineyards, a little tasting room, and we're gonna hop inside and try some more Tidal Bay.
What do you get when you mix wine and ghost stories?
What did I say? A grapely ghost story?
Boozy spirits.
Oh, that's actually, why didn't you think of that last night?
I did, I just told you now.
Oh. We are sitting out here now at Lacadie Vineyards, and we just popped into the tasting room where we met Alex, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about the Tidal Bay product here at Lacadie and any other things that you want to share with us.
This Tidal Bay is 100% Lacadie Blanc. It is our main hybrid grape that we use here. It comes from 2 different blocks of our estate Lacadie grapes, so that gives different flavor profiles, 2 different harvest times as well. So you get a nice bright acidity, lots of mango and citrus aromas that come through, and because here we are on an ancient seabed, you get a slight salinity and a lot of that lovely minerality as well. Here specifically at the wine shop, every bottle that is sold, $1 goes to the Canadian Whale Institute.
That's very cool.
The northern right whales.
That's awesome. So she was also telling us too, so they're actually the only vegan certified in all of North America. So if you're vegan and you love wine, this should be on your radar for sure. And so Alex has been a gem to do this with us, but we also quickly met the winemaker and owner of this property, and the passion for this place definitely shines through, and why they chose this location is definitely because of the rocks and the ancient seabed and the
terroir
flavor coming through the wine, which is amazing. So we're going to enjoy this lovely little glass here of Tidal Bay outside. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Now that you've had a few sips, what do you taste?
It tastes, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a little bit thicker, definitely minerally. It's really, really lovely. David said he kind of got like the saltiness a little bit too with it, which is cool. I really, really like this one. I love all of them, but this one's definitely quite unique.
Wow, that is a really weird bug.
Continuing our adventures on this beautiful sunny day, we are here with Brennan of Vintage Vino Tours.
Hi everyone, I'm Brennan. I'm the founder of Vintage Vino Tours. We're a private custom vintage car wine tour experience based in the Annapolis Valley. This is Bessie. She's a 1947 Ford Super Deluxe. It's comfy.
This is super nice. Our first little stop is the Devereux farm market, and it's this cute little roadside farm market with horse and chickens, and there's a donkey over there, and they have some produce and flowers, it looks like, that kind of is an honor system you can just take and buy and leave. And this is such a neat little gem. Inside here there is tons of different produce. You can buy eggs, there's handmade craft items. Oh my goodness, you just write down and you leave your money as to what you're paying. Well, no.
He tried to get you.
Just took the very scenic drive in this beautiful car to our next winery stop, and we are at Benjamin Bridge. It's a family-run business and under also the guidance of Jean Benoit, which is their head winemaker here, and we're gonna go pop inside. They're well known for their Nova 7. You've probably heard of Nova 7 before, and that's what these guys are known for, but we're here for some more Tidal Bay.
Look at you.
Look at me. I have a photo.
Serving ourselves.
I own this winery now. No. I shouldn't say that too loud. Well, Benjamin Bridge has definitely grown since I've been here last 10 years ago. They have an incredible patio area. There are so many people up there enjoying the patio now. We popped down here a little bit away from the noise, and we're sitting right beside the vineyard. The grapes are like right there. And we got a little classic flight here, which is a great introductory to Benjamin Bridge wines. We have a Brut, a Tidal Bay, and a Cabernet France Rose. I don't know. But this is our Tidal Bay here. This is the money one that we are here to try. It definitely has like a crisper taste to it, and I would say quite a bit sweeter as well. She was mentioning that there's some Riesling grapes in there too, and they use 6 different grapes in their Tidal Bay. It is a beautiful drink for today.
The grounds of this place is stunning.
We were told that there's even a walk down to the river, which I don't think we have time for right this second, but I kind of want to come back and do that walk down to the river.
We were just walking around and thought this was just a sign, but it's a fridge.
It's a fridge of Piquette
Well, it's
Zero.
a vending machine.
Vending machine, yeah. Piquette Zero, it's a really good non-alcoholic wine option, and they have it here in the middle of their vineyard in a little vending machine. I think that is so neat. Also, they have tons of accessible options too. So there's like accessible picnic tables and spots up in the patio area. Very lovely spot.
We gotta get going.
Yep, next
to the next winery.
Next up on our vintage Vino tours is Lightfoot in Wolfville. This is a absolutely gorgeous spot to visit if you're out wine touring around Annapolis Valley. And the Lightfoot family have actually been farming on this land here for over 8 generations, which is pretty cool. This is actually Rachel Lightfoot, who is 4th generation of farming here on the property, and she is a winemaker. I mean, how often can you just walk into a place and just meet a winemaker to get to talk to you about the product? So she's going to tell us a little bit about Tidal Bay, a little bit about Lightfoot and Wolfville now.
So this is our 2022 Tidal Bay. This is our current release.
Okay.
This is a 5 grape blend. So our blend is, it's about 50% Lacadie Blanc, which is really one of the signature varieties in Nova Scotia, as well as one of the core varieties of Tidal Bay. There's about 20% Chardonnay, it's about 12% Riesling, 10% Geisenheim, and 3% Zygerebus. I get a lot of pear fruit off of this particular vintage. Some nice like white flowers, really beautiful, fresh, fragrant aromatics. Lovely for a warm day like today.
It's very refreshing.
Yeah, really nice just for sipping on a patio.
This is such a lovely spot. Oh my gosh. And having it with a nice, beautiful, crisp glass of Tidal Bay is perfect. They also have a restaurant over there too. So we would normally grab some food here, but we have a special treat planned for food shortly. We are actually here at quite a unique time. These are piping plovers, and apparently Evangeline Beach is known for them to migrate here on their way through in the fall. And this is quite a few, is what Brendan was telling us. Oh my gosh. The sound of them and watching their formations.
What is this?
Welcome to my picnic. This is an incredible display by Gather Here Charcuterie by Kelly. As part of the Vintage Vino Tours, you can add this on, a little charcuterie picnic setup. And this is a fabulous spread, so I'll kind of show you what we have. We have a whole plate of beautiful meats and cheeses and chocolates and fruit and everything to enjoy together. We have a little tray of some breads and jams, and it looks like honey and preserves. A little Tidal Bay can per person, a Benjamin Bridge one. That's Benjamin Bridge, right? Yes, it is. A little tea as well to keep us hydrated, a little beautiful infused cold tea, and some flowers, and this little setup with plates, like little china plates. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is amazing. And to top it all off, we are having the most beautiful evening, and the piping plovers are giving us a beautiful show right on the shore there. They keep fluttering around in all these beautiful shimmering formations.
What a tour.
What a tour.
This charcuterie board is the best charcuterie board I've ever had. Hands down. It's amazing. Just so good.
2 stuffed cheeks up.
Oh, this whole day, it's been great.
This whole experience, oh my.
Yeah.
Just get your butts to Nova Scotia.
Didn't even know about this beach.
Get your butts to Annapolis Valley, book a Vintage Vino Tours or one of the other many tours that are around here, and have a beautiful charcuterie picnic by the Bay of Fundy. As the tide is coming in, as a bunch of piping plovers are just putting on a marvelous show for you, and the sun is setting. I mean, just do that. Just do that. I'm sure you can. I'm sure the stars will align. Continuing on with these unique Tidal Bay tours, today we are going to be taking a tour with the Magic Winery Bus. Now this tour service is the only hop-on, hop-off winery bus in all of North America, which is pretty cool. And how they give these tours is on a double-decker bus. However, today we are going on a Tidal Bay Express version of this tour, and we're going to be in a coach bus. We're going to be visiting 3 different wineries and a farm, and it's a guided experience. Let's go.
Hop on the bus, we'll get going, I'll tell you the rest on the way.
All aboard.
Now, it is a circular tour today, so we do end up exactly back where we started there at the Visitor Information Center.
Our first stop on the Tidal Bay Express is Blomidon Estate Winery, and it is a boutique winery that's located right on the Minas Basin. We're gonna go for a little tasting. The group of us kind of found a little seat here at Blomidon, and we're going to be trying their 2022 Tidal Bay. It is a Tidal Bay Express, of course, so you'll definitely get some notes of passion fruit, key lime, and apple. It's a really crisp, dryish Tidal Bay. It's lovely, paired with some local cheeses and gluten-free crackers. And they're also treating us to some Baco Noir, which is 100% Baco Noir grapes, red wine that they make here as well. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to walk the vineyard path right down to the water too, which is pretty cool. I guess I should mention why Tidal Bay is named Tidal Bay. Tidal Bay is named Tidal Bay after the famous Bay of Fundy tides that happen right here in Nova Scotia, the world's highest tides, and it definitely affects how grapes grow and how wineries are able to produce such amazing wine here. That coastal breeze, that cool climate. So that's why Tidal Bay is named Tidal Bay, after the famous Bay of Fundy tides. Lacadie Blanc. This is the main ingredient in Tidal Bay, and it's growing beautifully right here.
It's the first time we actually got to see the grapes not in nets. Look at that.
I know.
There's
It
so
must
many.
be because maybe it's so close to the water, there's such a breeze here that maybe there's less birds. I'm not sure. We should ask why there's no netting.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
We only get an hour at each spot.
At
so
each spot, we gotta drink these.
Our
Our next stop is at Millstone Harvest Brewhouse. This is a lovely farm to beverage brew house, so they have everything planted on site. It's a dog-friendly spot as well, and we're gonna do a little tasting with some, I believe, pretzel goodies, local pretzel goodies. Oh my goodness.
Good boy.
You are gorgeous, Walter. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
He gets a lot of attention.
No doubt.
This is a really nice spot. Got myself another drink. Raspberry kiwi cider.
Just went with the classic cider. Oh wow, that's really good. Yours is better than mine.
Back on the bus.
Back on the bus. I just had a little nap between stops there. But our next stop, we are at the Gaspereux Vineyards Winery. They are a beautiful little spot. We've actually been here before. They're kind of nestled on the south-facing sun-kissed slopes of the Gaspereux Valley. We're gonna head inside and do a little tasting here. They're well known for their Riesling and fruit-forward wine, so we're gonna check out what their Tidal Bay tastes like.
So we had a little tasting, got ourselves a glass of Tidal Bay, and what do you think? How do you feel about it?
It's quite appley and florally. It's interesting to know that their 2022 vintage is the first time that they have been using, this particular winery has used Lacadie in their Tidal Bay, which compared to like yesterday's winery that we were at, they used 100%, like their Tidal Bay was made completely of Lacadie, picked at different times though, so there's definitely a difference. I find that this one's quite sweeter.
Yeah, I find it very
Still
fruity.
crisp.
It's fruity.
It's still crisp, still perfectly paired with seafood.
And it smells good.
Refreshing, but definitely sweeter is my take on it.
We decided that we wanted to climb to the back of the vines and like look down the hill, but it's much further than it looks. And you only get an hour at each stop, so.
I love how David says we decided, but really he decided for us.
Yeah.
And then he chose the wrong row. So like even when we look down, you can't really get a view. You gotta go all the way up to the top.
We're off
Cut
on a
across.
hike, but we got wine.
As if I'm not sweaty enough.
It was worth it. Look at this view. Scully got up here and she's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, fun. Definitely take a little trek up through their vineyard and overlook this beautiful view with a little glass of wine.
Amazing.
Just prepare that
it's a hike.
You might not want it to be too full because I kind of started sloshing a little and I don't like wasting wine, so. Perfect, all right.
Tour guide's coming to get us. We're last every time.
what a day this has been on our Magic Winery Tidal Bay Express tour. We are at our last stop and we are at Mercator, which is a sister company with Gaspereux and Jost. So we are going to be doing a little tasting here. We have some beautiful Tidal Bay in front of us, as well as a red, which I did get the name of. We'll put it up on the screen. I can't quite remember it this second. But they have paired it with some little sausage rolls, which are very cute, local sausage rolls. I've read about some apple, custard, and lemon notes, as well as like a well-rounded, quite off-dry, and then I've noted some mineral aspects to it too. So yeah, a very nice way to end our tour here. And this place is gorgeous. Holy smoly.
Yeah, I did not expect this place to look like it looks like inside, because it just looks like a regular farmhouse on the outside.
Well, it's a 200-year-old farmhouse, and these beautiful wooden beams all throughout, and you can come in and enjoy their tasting room. They have a little balcony patio as well that overlooks everything.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
There must be like some Scottish descents here or something, like sausage rolls and custard.
Sausage
What's
rolls
going
are
on?
right at home. Flaky, buttery, delicious.
So good.
So good.
Ready to go? Was that good?
That was amazing.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Sorry.
That tour was great. I think the only thing we would say is expect to spend maybe a little bit more money.
Expect to spend probably about
Maybe $60 maybe?
$10, probably about $10 per location, because honestly, we're crossing a road right now.
The samples are pretty small, so.
Samples are super small, so you'll definitely, if you are expecting to have a little drink, get a little influenced by those drinks, you'll want to purchase more, which is about $8 to $12 per glass of wine, and you should factor that into your budgeting per location. Just walking on what was covered in water not long ago.
The hotel may not like us after this one.
We're gonna have to clean them up.
We're gonna have to clean them up good. Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to be exploring some more vineyards and wineries. It's another gorgeous day, and we're starting off our tour with a visit to Luckett Vineyards, founded by none other than Nova Scotia legend Pete Luckett of Pete's Boutique. In 2000, he purchased this land here in the Gaspereux Valley. It has an absolutely beautiful view, and over the course of a decade, learned more about the climate here, how it's affected by the Bay of Fundy, and in 2010, they opened their cellar doors, and they've been making wine ever since. It is a gorgeous spot to visit. It's still very much family run. His daughter kind of, I think, runs the show now alongside a winemaker and vineyard manager. You can visit here daily for wine tastings. They have a beautiful bistro. You can stroll the vineyard and take that classic phone booth shot. We're gonna go try some Tidal Bay. As we already touched on, there is quite a bit of netting happening here at the vineyards right now because it's almost harvest season. So Lucketts are very clever, and they have created a wine called Grape Thief, which is super cool. So on the back it says, at any unsuspected moment on a sunny day before harvest, there are thieves stalking our vineyard. They're not after our wines though. These feathered bandits are here to pilfer our 100% Nova Scotia grapes, and we were told that they literally just like suck the juice right out of the grapes. So Grape Thief. Wow, it's so clear today.
What a spot.
Cross.
So this amazing view and the famous phone booth down there.
Walk in and there's like this tasting bar and wine shop, and then you continue in and there's like a beautiful restaurant area with these big barrels and everything, and then they have an outdoor seating area over there, and then they have additional outdoor seating in this tent area with a view of the phone booth. Like, this is amazing. Come early, because I believe this is a very popular spot, and the restaurant just opened like 2 minutes ago, and there's already three tables sitting. It says, sharing great wine leads to sharing great conversations. Bring a friend anywhere in North America for free and start one now, which is pretty cool. And you come in here and there's a dial tone. Can you hear it? Like a regular phone. I think that is amazing. That is so cool. Who are we gonna call?
I don't know.
Go We are sitting out on the patio area and have a nice refreshing glass of Tidal Bay here. Their menu pairs perfectly with Tidal Bay and all of the wines that they offer, of course. But keeping with the seafood theme for Tidal Bay, of course, we have some fresh oysters as well as a seafood chowder and a little biscuit on the side. And I can't beat this view. I think I've said that maybe like 20 times already since being here, but continuously say it again and again. Actually, when we were somewhere else the other day, and there was a woman that stopped us in her tracks, and she said, "You need to come here. This is where we had lunch earlier today." And she showed me a photo on her phone of this location, and I mean, every single spot you visit around this property is photogenic. It's really good. It's really creamy, but like not too thick. And there's like chunks, just big chunks of seafood in there. Big chunks of lobster, which is awesome.
Skylar told me the tasting notes, and I thought she said wildfire.
No, wildflowers.
Something like this too tastes like fire.
It's quite dry as well, but it definitely has like an apple pear taste to it, a little citrus.
Like not so sweet.
This isn't nearly as sweet as some of the others that we've tried in the last few days. So this is a good choice if you don't prefer sweeter white wine. After we were done at Lacadie, we went for a little stroll through Wolfville, which is a really beautiful, charming little town. It's home of Acadia University. It has lots of different shops and restaurants that you can explore. We checked out of the Evangeline, and just down the road from the Evangeline Motel is the Tangled Gardens.
The Tangled Gardens is a huge garden, a big labyrinth that you can explore and get lost in. I think it's about $10. We're not sure yet because we're doing a picnic.
So it's owned by Beverly McClure. This is actually her home property as well. Her private residence is on the property, and she creates these incredible herb infused jellies and jams, and sells herbs, and she's created this beautiful garden area that is open for people to come and get an admission and explore. There's the labyrinth, there's little ponds, there's picturesque beyond words. It's like the most beautiful it feels like we're in a secret garden, and everywhere you look is a picture perfect spot.
And look at this weeping willow. It's huge.
There's so many weeping willows
There's
around
weeping willows
here.
everywhere here.
I want one. Inside the basket, these are selections. We pre-ordered all of this ahead of time. I went with the basic scone picnic here, some freshly baked scones, jellies, and clotted cream. My dessert of choice is like this little espresso mousse. David with the butcher's option, a great little ham sandwich there on baguette, and a chocolate cake for dessert. He got coffee, I got Earl Grey tea, as well as some beautifully herb-infused water.
The presentation is so nice.
Everything's like real cutlery, real napkins and linen, glass plates.
And like my sandwich has been like wrapped in twine.
Look at these little spoons. So cute. So cute. We are so fancy. So fancy. Little fancy people doing fancy things.
Toby, are you falling asleep over there?
Yeah.
He's got tired eyes.
It's just a warm day. Wow. This is so beautiful. We are told that September is apparently the owner's favorite time of year in the gardens. Everything is just so alive.
Super cool spot. Make sure you check out the shop because they have like, just to see it, there's stuff all over the ceiling, a bunch of cool things in jars.
Yes. Something I also overheard when I was in the shop was that when you pay for your admittance fee to the gardens, you can also kind of do a little sampling of jams and jellies with the owner or the staff that's there, which is pretty cool too. We didn't do that, but we did the picnic, which meant we got to sample a bunch of stuff.
On to the next spot.
Our next winery Tidal Bay stop is the beautiful Avondale Sky Winery. It's kind of close to the Windsor area, so we're in Newport Landing. And this spot is gorgeous because the building that Avondale Sky is based out of is a 180-year-old renovated church. It was actually moved. There's a whole story about it. Moved across the tides to where it is now. And we're gonna go inside and have a little tasting.
Is that the main door? It is the main door.
That's gorgeous. It's so beautiful in here. We just ordered some drinks. We're gonna go sit out on their patio, which is dog friendly. They're very dog friendly here. And we got a smoked salmon board, I believe. We're gonna see what they can whip up for us. We're kind of here close to closing, but their hospitality is perfect. We are just outside here at Avondale Sky, and this is Sean Catino, and he's the general manager here, and he has been absolutely amazing. He's going to be explaining a little bit more about the Tidal Bay product here at Avondale Sky and maybe help me out with some tasting notes.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Take it away.
So this is our Tidal Bay. It's a blend of 6 different grapes this year, so it's the largest blend we've ever done. There's Lacadie, Vidal, Geisenheim, Osceola Muscat, Ortega, and some Frontenac Gris. On the nose, you might have smelt a little bit of stone fruit notes to it, peach, apricot, a little bit pear and apple, lots of tree fruit. And then on the palate, I think it has a nice citrusy, crisp, clean sort of flavor to it. So like all Tidal Bays, aromatic, crisp and clean.
Perfect. Anything in particular that like your Tidal Bay is maybe different than
They're all amazing.
They're all slightly different.
It's just a really well balanced. So our winemaker's been making it for over a decade. He's made every single bottle of Tidal Bay ever, that we've ever made, or every bottle of Avondale Sky wine ever made. Yeah. And he's really perfected the craft. So this Tidal Bay is quintessential. It's one you got to try.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. I love the packaging here too. Like on the back of the bottle, it kind of tells you some of those tasting notes with visuals too. So. Helps you with your palate and
try
tasting.
to make it approachable.
Yeah, the spread is incredible. So we have a little tasting flight here, and included on that is a Tidal Bay, as well as I can't remember quite all.
I think it's a Muscat.
Muscat and
that's his favorite.
I can't remember the other one. Anyways,
Rose. It's a Rose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful little tasting flight. Love the boards here. Look at that Avondale Sky Winery on there, and we have the Tidal Bay that we are trying here. Some beautiful mussels, I don't even know what we're looking at here. We just asked whatever they could whip up since the kitchen was closing soon. And a big charcuterie board.
That's crazy, it's huge.
Is amazing. This looks so good. I believe they have like an Avondale Sky wine club and everything, so they just had that meeting earlier today, and they always have like great little things going on. Yeah.
And they're dog friendly.
We're gonna take a tripod shot, but
this is our nice little gazebo nuke.
I love the fact that the name Sky is in the name of this winery. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe because my name is Skylar, but it is awfully. She's loving it. Oh, she found something.
What you got there?
So their dog here is named Vino, and she must have just found Vino's ball.
Natura wilderness.
Buds.
Oh, those are
turkeys, grouses.
Nope. They're
pheasants.
Nope. They're
vultures, eagles, ostriches, seagulls.
No, there's things that we've seen in Digby.
Turkey.
Something fowls or
fowls. Turkey fowl.
Something fowl. There's a chicken up there.
Goats. There's goats. Oh my god.
Pigs.
And goats.
And goats.
Oh, there's another pig!
Whoa.
David, get video for me. Oh my god.
This is our spot for tonight, Natura Wilderness. This is the birch tent.
We're in West Hants area, about 45 minutes outside of Halifax, so if you want a little glamping staycation close to Halifax area, this is your spot. They have this beautiful property, I think I read 80 acres, or I don't know, it's massive.
Gosh. So many farm animals all the way up
So many farm animals, and they have these really cool, luxurious glamping tents. So, come on up here. This is our birch tent. We have this like enclosed little porch area, place to sit, a place to grill up some food. And then coming into our tent, we have a whole little kitchen table area. We have a basket of goodies. This is where we are sleeping. I love how it's like so sturdy and wood. These beams are gorgeous. And our comfortable queen size bed. Oh my gosh, that's really comfortable. Solar powered, eco-friendly here. And this little thing has all the stuff that we need. So all of our dishware and cutlery and cups. In here we have a cheese grater, some board games and games down there. And this will be the nicest outhouse you will ever see. This is, oh my gosh, it smells really, really nice in here. It smells really, really good. Very cool. So yeah, this is an off-grid little bathroom area too. Pretty cool that you can have a hot shower while glamping.
When you book to stay here, you can actually add a basket for dinner or breakfast. So we have a dinner basket. Comes with some huge juicy steaks and some potatoes, some carrots.
I don't think this is how I'm supposed to do the potatoes.
What are you doing? Dinner tonight. Davey and Sky's kitchen. Oh, it looks great though.
It does look really good. I think we did a good job on the steaks.
Good night, everyone.
It's warm.
It's so warm.
You take the sweater off.
Starting our day off in Windsor this morning, we're going to be exploring a little bit of the area, and we are at the Haliburton House Museum. This is the birthplace of hockey. Well, Windsor is, and there's also a hockey exhibit inside. But
we're here
unfortunately,
on a Monday, which they're not open today.
Monday and Tuesday they're not open.
It's still well worth the visit because the grounds around the Haliburton House are so beautiful. They're quite whimsical with like a lot of old growth trees, and you can just walk the garden grounds, and that's what we're gonna do this morning.
That's a humongous weeping willow.
Is it called a weeping willow?
It is. Google it.
It's called a weeping willow.
I really like them, but I just don't think they'll grow in our yard.
Whomping willow is the Harry Potter one. That's what it is. Oh goodness. Oh, you're recording.
Moved into a little bit further into Windsor. We're gonna grab a little snack, a little breakfast, lunch at Gerrish Gray. It's a really nice cafe here.
Scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, some sourdough, toast. David got the chicken pesto sandwich with what looks like a nice potato salad on the side.
Looks amazing. Did you pee yourself?
No! Toby is known for tipping over her water dishes, and she actually almost made it the entire lunch before she did it. And then completely walked into it.
If you ever go to Gerrish Gray, you gotta get the pesto sandwich, because that was amazing. So good.
This is a cute little spot, Bedard Bakery. They make great pastries and breads, but they're closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So can't showcase what they got today, but know when you're here to go.
Please do not let the cat out.
Especially the gray one. What? Who is it?
Realizing Monday, Tuesday is maybe not the best time to go explore Windsor, because
I mean, in the shoulder seasons. I'm
Schoolhouse
sure that
Brewing.
they're probably open on Mondays, maybe in the summer.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Not open today.
But it's a
good spot.
Great spot, and full patio and everything too. And they make food and lots of different brews, and it's all school themed, which is pretty cool.
We're gonna go check out this antique store that is open beside though.
Well, I am.
Oh, I have to watch the dogs. Crap.
We can take turns. You've been in there before. I've not.
I've not been in there. Windsor's got this nice little waterfront bit you can walk. It's about to pour down rain, so I'm gonna hide in here. Starting this project, we didn't expect to, like, the goal wasn't to go to all of the Tidal Bay wineries, but now that we're at, well, this is number 12.
We're committed.
We're committed.
Doing it.
We're doing it.
Of course we are.
We got 2 more to go. We gotta go. So this is Lost Bell Winery, but previously known as Saint Famille.
The winery and the vineyard is open for operation. They're fully making and growing grapes and making wine. However, their tasting room and shop isn't open right now, and it's 2023. But they have big plans to be fully open and offering tastings first thing in 2024. So if you're watching this, definitely know that. But yeah, we stopped in anyways, met with the vineyard manager, assistant winemaker, Glenn, and he kind of went through a little bit about the Tidal Bay for us and told us we can feel free to wander the vineyard grounds, which is awesome.
They're licensed, so this isn't illegal
Licensed,
or anything.
yeah. So we purchased a bottle of Lost Bell. You can find this 2022 Tidal Bay in your local NSLCs, which is the liquor store here in Nova Scotia, or online on their website too. The story behind the name Lost Bell is that this farming land was previously inhabited by Acadians, and back in the day, with the threat of expulsion from the English, they melted all of their gold into a bell, and it was a bell for the Saint Famille parish that they were all a part of, and then they sunk this bell into a lake that is apparently on the property. So that is the tale that goes with Lost Bell.
Yeah.
The Lost Bell has yet to be found. Is it true? Is it not? You should come here.
We had to look around.
We flew the drone.
there's one little pond there. We had to look, couldn't see anything. I did find another.
Can you
like,
imagine if we found it though?
Yeah,
if we were
that
the
would be crazy.
founders of Lost.
Skylar thinks she saw some fish or like a creature.
I totally saw some creatures in that pond.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a really neat little story, neat winery, and so full of hospitality, even though they're not even open. We pulled up and they just came out and greeted us. Yeah. The kind of thing that you'll find is that all of these different wineries have their own take on Tidal Bay, and everybody is so passionate about it, but they all work together, and it's just a really beautiful thing to see all of these different Nova Scotia wineries coming together and putting their own twist on a glass of Nova Scotia. So Lost Bay uses Lacadie, Seville, and Siegfried, which Siegfried, I don't know how many other wineries use Siegfried. I think, to my knowledge, that there's only other one winery that uses it for the Tidal Bay. I believe that might be Jost, but that's kind of what makes this one stand out from the others. There's like apple, melon, citrus, floral notes as well. It's delicious. It's yet another delicious Tidal Bay.
So, Air Canada still has Skylar's umbrella, but it's just pouring rain.
I was like, run! You weren't run.
I ran, I
No, you
swear.
weren't. You were like, move.
And my legs are getting wet.
Don't care.
The wine's getting wet. We're doing this? You good? This is so funny. I don't have a change. We don't have changes.
How cute is this? Are we in Italy? Or are we in Nova Scotia? This is Bent Ridge Winery. They are a small batch winery. Brewery.
Bonus winery.
Bonus winery is what it is. Yes, they don't
Yeah.
make Tidal Bay, but we heard the spot is a must visit. So they are a small batch winery, brewery, and Italian-inspired restaurant.
I didn't film it, but when you come here, you gotta go to the bathroom because there's the wildest toilet and sink combo I've ever seen.
Oh, that's exciting. I can't wait to have to pee. We got a rosé ravioli and a mushroom pizza as well. Added some chicken to that mushroom pizza. We're gonna kind of split it. The rosé ravioli has 5 cheese in the ravioli with a homemade rosé sauce.
And the sun came out, the dogs are with us, and everything is awesome.
That is really, really good. Also, this place is a hidden gem. Like, don't actually come here because it's hopefully stays hidden.
They have a really nice property here. There's a wedding venue, and they also have a U-pick. Daniel's U-pick. Indy thinks they're balls. She's been freaking out as we walk through the
Well, also you'll
grounds.
hear in the distance, you'll hear an apple fall. And she's like, oh my gosh, what was that?
Those are pears, Indy. It says, try some. Daniel's U-pick. But he just closed, I think.
You first.
That's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yummy. That's very sweet. Holy
Yeah.
schmoly. 30 grams of sugar per 200
That one right there looks good.
This one?
Yeah. Free pears. It's good.
Nice.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thanks, Dan. You'll.
Hello. You guys are cool.
Came back to our tent for the night. We're just gonna relax, enjoy sunset. Skylar is learning how to chop kindling.
Not filming.
Indy's supervising. There you go. Nice.
We had a great stay here. Checking out, heading on to the next spot.
It's pretty cool that you can get a hot shower when you're glamping, camping.
Yeah.
I don't know. And
This place is so nice.
We're so off grid too, which is really, really cool. And like just being cautious of water consumption and the power and everything. But we charge our phones overnight and all worked out. And what else? They have pets. They have animals. It's not pets. They are a hobby farm, not a petting farm, but they are a hobby farm. So there's lots of different goats and pigs and
turkeys,
chickens.
There's like guinea fowl things.
Yeah, there's just a lot.
Yeah.
And we actually had the opportunity to quickly meet the owners, and they were so lovely. They kind of told us their story about how they moved here from BC, and excited to see hopefully this business grow. They're open seasonally right now, but they're gonna be possibly dabbling with keeping them open throughout the winter time.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. And the dogs had a great time too. Indy loved it.
We are now on the whole other side of Nova Scotia. We took a little scenic drive to the Northumberland shore, which has the warmest waters in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, the beaches.
Some of the nicest beaches too.
Beaches here are incredible. They kind of also share the same coastal area as Western Cape Breton, which we love too. So yeah.
This is Jost Vineyard. It's also a sister to Mercator.
Mercator and to Gaspereux. So we visited Mercator and Gaspereux the other day, and now we are at Jost. It is the largest winery in all of Nova Scotia. They have a tasting bar inside and a sea grape cafe. So we're gonna go pop in and see what's
Check it
up.
out. We got one more to go after this. Crazy.
So here at Jost, you can come into their tasting bar, and they offer tastings daily. You can come up, talk to one of their lovely staff, and try 3 of these different wines. They have so much to choose from for free too, and they do this daily, which is amazing. We're here with Linda. She's going to tell us a little bit more about the Tidal Bay here at Jost and some of the tasting notes and grapes that go into it. Thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome. So that's the Jost Tidal Bay. So it's a blend of Lacadie, Osceola, New York Muscat, Geisenheim, and I always say a splash of Riesling because it's a really small amount of Riesling.
So not too sweet.
So exactly. Yeah. So a lot of people really like this Tidal Bay because it's really aromatic, crisp, and dry. And a lot of people will smell this Tidal Bay and they'll go, "Oh, that's my Tidal Bay," because it has this like kind of like really kind of a nice kind of memory for them of their favorite Tidal Bay.
Oh, that's so lovely. Oh, that's really, really nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This is great. So you can come in and try a couple different ones, find which one works for you, go stroll their vineyards, have a bite to eat at their cafe, and fall in love with Tidal Bay.
We're just enjoying their lovely property. We got ourselves a bottle. We got a few things actually.
Okay, so we got a bottle of Tidal Bay, of course. We also purchased some glasses from their gift shop. They have a great little gift shop area, and they supply as well the Mercator and Gaspereux because they're the sister companies. We've been taking some photos and videos with these because we purchased them, but they normally just recommend that you purchase a can because it's better can friendly if you take a can around the vineyard. And I think it's so cool that with the Tidal Bays, you can find so many of the different wineries provide Tidal Bay in a can, which is such a great little like, what is it? It's a 250 ml, and it's just like what the regular Tidal Bays are, but they have a few different varieties inside from the different wineries, which is pretty cool. So you can grab a can of this and go wander the vineyards and explore that way, or you can grab a glass and enjoy lunch at their cafe. We are are now in the Halifax Dartmouth area because we have more wine adventures planned for tomorrow, but we just checked into our accommodation where we're going to be staying here, and we're at the Best Western Chocolate Lake. This is my first time actually visiting Chocolate Lake. It's super beautiful. This hotel is kind of like a resort feel, pretty newly renovated, very dog friendly. Give you a little room tour now. The bathroom's over there. It's a bathroom, it's beautiful. Coming through here, big king bed. A really beautiful view behind us, and my favorite part about checking into this room and it being so dog friendly here, they created, it says, "Welcome to Chocolate Lake, please enjoy this charcuterie from us for Indy and Toby," and they spelled their name right and everything, and it's a bunch of little dog treat goodies. This is so sweet. We gotta go get the dogs and officially check in and give them a bunch of treats. Okay, the option's all yours. Which one do you want?
What, the yellow one?
It's too fancy.
There you go.
Which one do you want?
Which one?
Okay.
That was fun.
That was cute.
Indy just realized it's water.
Dad, let me swim. Dad, let me swim.
We just took a quick few minutes drive into town, right into the waterfront, and we're about to go sailing on the Halifax Harbour.
We are in downtown Halifax, and J Farewell is the company that we're going sailing with. They offer a bunch of different boat tours around the Halifax Harbour and surrounding areas, including, to keep on theme, a Tidal Bay wine tasting tour with charcuterie, and I believe it's going to be right around sunset too, and the sky is looking great, so we're in for a treat.
Thank you.
Awesome. Cheers. We are actually the only guests taking this tour this evening. However, a bunch of different people can book, and you get a charcuterie board with your wine tastings as well. So this boat looks a little empty other than our captain and our deckhand, but normally there's a bit more people on these tours.
Yeah, that's a huge charcuterie board for the two of us.
I really want to try one. Should I?
Try it.
Sail up. I don't think they should trust me. That's awesome.
Good job.
I mean, she did most of the did it for me. Would you like to drink a bunch of wine and eat a half a wheel of cheese with me? On a romantic sailing?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's just awesome.
Took about 30 minutes, and we're now down the northwest arm. We're about to see the Dingle Tower. And it's like nice and calm, so we're just kind of cruising in. And see all the nice big houses down here.
This is beautiful. This is such a beautiful way to experience like Canada's Ocean Playground, Halifax Harbour, Nova Scotia, like just kind of like a really great water-focused tour. And in the Dingle, there's gonna be some pretty cool houses because this is like where a lot of the fancy rich houses are. Yeah. Did I say in the Dingle?
In the Dingle. In the Dingle.
I didn't mean Dingle.
Northwest arm.
In the Northwest arm. Okay, I'm going back. We are sipping on our third glass of Tidal Bay. So we started out the night with Gaspereux Vineyards, then we moved on to Benjamin Bridge, and now we are on to Lacadie Vineyards, Tidal Bay. It is the perfect thing to pair this experience with. And what an incredible evening we are having. Like, the staff here, they're amazing. They're awesome.
This is amazing.
You gotta put your arm out. What?
Don't let go.
Oh my gosh. You gotta put your arm out like this.
Oh, what did they say?
I'm fine. No, it's I'm king of the world.
King of the world. You snagging some cheese to go?
Yes, because I know you're gonna want some cheese for the road. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for coming out. Sorry we kind of kept you out a little bit later.
Not at all.
That was amazing. Really fun tour. We actually got caught waiting for a cruise ship to leave, so we got to witness the sunset too, so that was awesome.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Highly recommend it. Security board is amazing.
Yes.
We've had a lot of security boards this trip.
We have.
A lot.
I mean, no, we've had like 3.
No, we've had a few. Maybe 3.
3?
I don't know.
4?
Anyway, that was great. Highly recommend it. Just check it out.
J Farrell is the company, and they kind of operate seasonally, and they do a bunch of different tours. So they do tours throughout the day and sunset tours, and then of course the Tidal Bay tour, which they have like a bit more information about the Tidal Bay wines and the 3 different wines. And one of the co-owners is actually part of Nova Scotia Wines, so she really hand selects which wine she creates and includes on her tours. And yeah, it was just beautifully created. The staff was great. Our captain and our is it a deckhand? Is that what she said?
I think so.
Or,
yeah.
Or was there another word for her? I don't know. But they were fantastic, and just the tunes were great. The views were great.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
So, we have one more winery. We will see you there tomorrow.
Yes.
This place is stunning.
It's amazing. Oh my god. Wow. The past month has been incredible trying to visit every single Tidal Bay winery in all of Nova Scotia, and today we are finally at our last one. We are here at Ailen & Brea, which is located on Cape Breton Island. It is Cape Breton's only winery vineyard, and yeah, we are just so happy to be here. It is absolutely gorgeous. They're kind of closed right now because they're in harvest season, and this is a very small family operated and run business, but this is the view that they have here. It's incredible. You have to come visit here. Go out of your way to come visit this winery, to try their Tidal Bay, to try wine, and to just simply get your photo with this view. This is the head winemaker and owner, Ken McClellan, and yeah, thank you so much for having us today. It's actually, they're closed right now because they're in the middle of harvest season, so we're gonna go take a peek at some of them harvesting up in one of the fields. This spot is so gorgeous. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your winery?
It's a 200-acre farm. Faces south overlooking the Bredor Lakes. We have 15 acres of grapes planted. A lot of them are young, so they're not all producing yet. And we make a Tidal Bay, so we have lots of Lacadie. We have a red marble, which is mostly Lucy Coleman and Foch. And we make a rosé, and we're slowly getting into sparkling.
Awesome. Ooh, sounds exciting.
Yeah.
So could you tell us anything particular, like tasting note wise, for your Tidal Bay 2022?
Our 2022 is about 70% Lacadie. We fermented it 3 different ways, and it's mostly like light, crisp white wine. Lots of apple, pear, and kind of watermelon flavors.
That sounds very refreshing. Yes. Awesome. And oh, I have one more question. The name, Ailen & Brea. What can you give us what that means again?
So it means beautiful islands. When we tour the vineyard later, you'll get to see the 7 islands on the lake that you can see. They all got strange names like cow, calf, and hoof. And
cool. That's cool.
But,
that's awesome. So it's a Gaelic name, right?
Ailen & Brea is Gaelic,
okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Perfect. Yep. Scottish Gaelic for beautiful islands. Amazing. We're going to go take a peek around the vineyard and try some Tidal Bay. Thank you very much.
Well, you're very welcome. You'll have to come back again.
That was a unique experience,
year.
Just learning about it through.
Yeah, so it was what?
You heard it through the grapevine. I heard it through the grapevine.
16 wineries have Tidal Bay now?
14.
Oh, okay, still
yeah,
14.
So we've been to 4. This is the 14th for
okay.
this year.
Oh yes, well I know.
They changed. We were just wandering around the vineyard here, and because they're in the middle of their harvest, they're actually just wrapping up some of their harvest. We got to meet some of the folks that were harvesting, and we got to meet the one of the owners, and she just had a baby 7 months ago, just a little vineyard baby. She's pulling the stroller and picking grapes, and we got to talk to some folks through the grapevine, so we can officially say that we heard it through the grapevine. It was just really cool. We got to see the picking grape process, and then it all goes into totes and goes back to the winery barn down there and gets made into wine.
We made it. We're finally here. The 14th
Cheers.
winery.
Slanchba.
Wow. That's good.
It's really good. It's definitely fresh and crisp and refreshing. Apple and pear. Don't know if I'm getting the watermelon on the first sip, but maybe a few sips in and I'll start getting it. We're so happy to have been able to accomplish this this task.
Project is a huge project.
Yeah, I mean 14 different wineries, and it's so cool how we've traveled all the way from the Annapolis Valley and experiencing the different tours all the way up to Jost as well in a different area of the province, and now all the way up here on Cape Breton Island where we live. And I don't know, like this is a glass of Nova Scotia, Tidal Bay, glass of Nova Scotia, but it's kind of special too because this is almost a glass of Cape Breton as well here at Ailean and Bria.
Yeah,
thank you so much for following
It's probably a very long video.
Oh my gosh, it's definitely a long video, but we can't, it's always a struggle to cut things out because Nova Scotia hospitality at its finest we experienced on this trip and all the different tour guides and wineries that hosted us. Thank you. Hopefully we have inspired you and informed you about the Tidal Bay product and how if you come to Nova Scotia, you should definitely have yourself a glass of Tidal Bay, but not just one winery. Maybe try a few different wineries. Switch it up, see if you can taste the differences and take the journey to those places and meet everybody along the way. Cheers. Bye.
So we got this camera taking photos. This phone's taking vertical video. And the other phone is taking horizontal video.
It's not. Stop it.
It's the future.
You mucked up my system by trying to do that. Grapes are great. You could probably fit a couple of me in there. It's like a couple of barrels of Skylar.
Big barrels. Howdy.
Last stop of the day.
What's the number?
I got a 560. No, I can't say the number. Don't want anybody calling my nanny. Yeah, they have this really cool phone booth in the middle of the vineyard, and you can call anybody toll free in all North America, I think. But we knew that we were like, we're gonna call nanny. Great to hear from you too.
Okay, bye.
There's grapes.
Really?
Grapes. They're beautiful. Grow, little grapes, grow.
I was naughty and I tried one. Pretty good.
Don't say that. It's getting hard.
What's that?
It's getting hard to hold.
Hold.
How old are you?
Hold the bottle.
No.
Hold the bottle.
Hold the door.